in the den.
Nice of you to wait up. I realize it's a bit late. But it's never too late to even the score, is it? You staying with Tad now? Is he part of this conspiracy?
He's my host.
Oh, really? I suppose camping out in hidden passageways loses its charm after a while.
Served its purpose.
Wait, what was that purpose exactly? Speak freely, please. You have my undivided attention. We don't have any smoke and mirrors to distract us. No disembodied voices urging me to confess. Confess to what? What? Would you please enlighten me? What's the matter? You feeling a little powerless now that you don't have your bag of tricks? I'll tell you what. I'll start.
How did you find me?
Oh, you of all people should know better than to ask a question like that. A magician never reveals his secrets. But I don't have a candle. Hold a candle to you, do I? You and your joy impersonation, your ghostly apparition. Was that your brainstorm, or was it Liza's?
Liza.
What was your take for helping Liza take me to the cleaners?
I have no interest in helping Liza. She's just lucky she got away from you when she did. Luckier than some other people I know. Well, what's the tally, Adam? How many women have you destroyed, starting with my mother?
Your mother?
My late mother, Joy Hawkins.
You're a liar.
What? Do your eyes deceive you? I have her eyes, her hair, her coloring.
You are a fake lady. You are an imposter.
This face wasn't created by some plastic surgeon. Sorry, Adam. No scars. At least none that you can see.
What kind of a twisted game are you playing? Joy did not have a daughter. I would have known. She would have told me. Who are you?
My name's Camille Hawkins. My father was Lee Hawkins. My mother was Joy Bonner Hawkins.
Yeah.
She was born May 10th. She attended Charles Barrett Elementary.
You memorized a few details. That's all part of the public record, easily accessible.
A small scar on her right foot caused by a rusty shoe buckle. Her father called her bedbug. That's not in the public record. My aunt told me stories from when she and Mama were kids.
What was your aunt's name?
Lois. But everyone called her Lola because that's what Mama called her when she was little.
Oh, my God. Joy told me that she had entrusted something to her sister, something very precious.
Well, that was me. Her baby daughter.
You were Joy's best-kept secret. I wish I'd known about you.
Why? Would it have made a difference? Does my existence make you regret what you did to my mother?
I didn't do anything to your mother.
You're a liar and a coward. After all this time, you still won't admit it?
Admit what?
The truth.
What truth? That I loved your mother? Is that what you want me to admit? That I loved her like my life? I don't regret one moment that we had together.
You don't regret? You're not ashamed? But you're afraid of ghosts. Her ghost. The ghost of the woman that you left broken and bleeding.
That is true. Is Joy dead? I was afraid.
Afraid you were there! You killed her!
No, you can't believe that. That's not true. Camille, the last time I saw your mother was over 20 years ago. I swear to you, she was as alive as you are right now.
How can you lie right to my face? The game's up, Adam. We know you killed my mother. Tad sent the autopsy report to a real doctor. She died from an internal hemorrhage. She was buried in a pine box in the local cemetery. You may think you could get away with murder because you have friends in the right places. The sheriff, the town doctor. How much did you pay him to sign off on the death report? Say she died from a fall down a flight of stairs. We both know that's not true. You know, you were there. Admit it. You beat her with a cudgel. You beat her and left her to bleed to death.
No, there was a cudgel. Yes, there was. There was. It was a walking stick. My brother Stuart had carved it for Joy and given it to her as a gift. Yes, and there was a terrible beating. But you've got to believe me, I never laid a hand on her.
Oh, God.
It was your father. He attacked her.
You take that back. You take that back, or I swear I will kill you. I've thought about this. I've pictured this a million times. I expected you to lie about what you did, but I never thought you would try and turn this around against my father.
You have your mother's fire.
Oh, don't you talk to me about my mother's. You took her in with your fancy lies, but I know better.
No, I am not lying, Camille. I'm sorry, but your father was a sick and a twisted...
Liar! My daddy loved my mama.
No, your father's love was a sickness. He wanted to possess her. He wanted to own her. And you couldn't do that with Joy. No, she was a free spirit. She couldn't be caged, but your father couldn't understand that. That night was not the first time he'd hit her. If I hadn't come by, he would have...
No, that's it. You are gonna pay for this lie.
Just calm down. Stop it!
Put it down. Adam, put it down right now, or so help me God, I will break your neck. Give me that. Are you out of your mind? How dare you break into my house and attack somebody? What the hell were you thinking?
She was attacking me. I was defending myself.
Are you okay? Did he hurt you?
No, I'm not okay. He's been telling vicious lies about my father.
I've been telling you the truth. And if you hadn't insisted on staging a haunting all these months, if you'd have come to me and asked a few questions, perhaps we could have straightened this all out.
Because you would have lied, just like you're lying to me right now.
I swear I loved your mother.
Loved? You begged her to run away with you, and when she refused, you beat her to death.
I didn't.
You call that love?
I didn't touch her. I know it's a shock to find out it was your father.
Don't you dare say another word against my father. He was twice the man you are.
He was a sadist and a misogynist.
All right. Let's calm it down. Let's calm it down just a couple
minutes. My father
okay?
loved my mother more than anything. He would have died before he'd hurt her.
You really believe that?
I know that. He wouldn't lie to me. He wasn't like you.
I didn't lay a hand on Joy.
You didn't have to. You beat her with a cudgel.
No, it was your father that did that.
You say that again, and so help me God, I will...
All right, knock it. Whoa, stop it. Stop it. Knock it off. Right now. Both of you. Now, I've had a really bad night. The last thing I want to do is play referee. I do not need this.
I've been trying to explain it to her. That's when she flew at me with
an eye for an eye. Somebody has got to make you pay.
I did nothing wrong. I was trying to help.
All right, hold it. Okay? Please? Now, I assume this is where I came in. If it's all right if it's just the same with you two, I'd rather not rerun that last reel. Okay? The good news is, if you two calm down and go back to your respective corners, there's a good chance we can finally straighten this thing out. Hey, look at me, okay? Do me a favor, please. Try to keep a lid on your temper. Just listen. And you. You. I don't happen to have a Bible handy, so do me a favor, all right? Tell the truth. And by the truth, I mean the whole truth and nothing but. I mean it, Adam. No more games, no more playing around, no more holding back.
Heavens. Oh! I get it. Oh, that's clever. I like that. Okay.
God, not Stuart, please. Please, God, not Stuart, please. Oh, please.
Hi, Marian.
Oh, Stuart. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, you're alive. Oh, thank God you're alive. Oh, thank God.
I sure as heck am. Oh, I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, Stuart. Oh, please. Why were you lying on the floor like that?
I was being a work of art.
What are you talking about?
A couple of months ago, I commissioned an installation artist to give me a living tableau. And though this is it. It's sort of a dead tableau. But I like it. You want to try it out?
No. I hate to be the one to tell you this, Stuart, but that outline is not a work of art.
Oh, there's all kinds of art these days.
No, there was a homicide here tonight.
A homicide?
Yes, I heard it on the radio.
Here?
They just said a murder at the Chandler Gallery, and they didn't know the details, so I just jumped in my car and I broke all speed records getting here, and then I found you lying there on the floor.
What?
And I'm just so glad that you're all right. And...
Hey! Oh, how did you two get in here? I just went for coffee. Didn't you see the crime scene tape?
I came in the back door. I own this gallery. I'm Stuart Chandler. Pleased to meet you.
I'm in trouble. I wasn't supposed to leave. It's my first day, first assignment.
Oh, well, your secret is sure safe with us, darling.
This is my friend, Marian.
Hello.
What happened? Who was killed?
I'm not allowed to say, but it was pretty grisly.
Oh.
Well, Marian, are you all right?
I just think I think I better get out of here, Stuart.
Sure. Come on, we'll go. Just you can lean on me. Come on, don't step on it.
Thank you.
I've been telling the truth all along.
Liar!
Hey, just hear him out. Hear him out. Okay, after he's finished, if it doesn't ring true, then you can tear his head off.
The resemblance to your mother is uncanny. Looking at you, I'm taken back over 20 years.
To Pigeon Hollow.
Yes. It was summer. The carnival was in town. I fell in love with Joy, your mother, first time I ever laid eyes on her.
At the carnival.
It was at the diner where she worked part-time. I tried to enlist her in conversation. She wouldn't talk to me.
No doubt you were hitting on her. She was a married woman.
Him finish.
Stuart loved the carnival. He loved all the rides. We went almost every night. This night he was away riding something, and I heard a woman crying from out behind the trailers. And I went to investigate, and there she was. She was talking to a man. She was saying, "Lee, please, don't be mad at me. Don't hit me again." And he hit her in the face and stormed off.
My father never would have hit my mother.
Okay, go on. What happened? What did you do?
I went over to investigate. I asked her if I could help her. She said no. She was frightened that her husband, Lee, would see us together, so she ran away. I knew I had to see her again.
So what'd you do? Go back to the diner?
Yeah, I went back the next day. They said she had quit her job at the diner to go back to the carny.
Yeah, because she wanted to be with my father.
Lee, who worked at the carnival, right?
Yeah, he was a roustabout. You know, he putting up tents and then running the ride. I went back night after night, but he was always there, watching her. And then one night, she was alone. I guess he was off fixing a ride or something, and I approached her. She gave me her name. That's it. But I went back the next day, and she seemed a little more relaxed. I guess she'd had a pretty good day, so we talked. And we began a sort of a friendship. I went back night after night, and we'd talk. One night I found her putting makeup on her bruises.
Oh, if you're going to say my father did it, I will not sit here and listen to it.
Camille, it broke my heart. She was such a beautiful woman. She was like a Renaissance painting, a Botticelli Venus. But it wasn't just her beauty. I had never met a woman with that much courage, that kind of strength, that kind of loyalty. And yet she was totally vulnerable. She was like a wild animal that had been caught in a trap.
I am warning you.
No. I would have done anything for her. She gradually began to trust me. And so I asked her to meet me somewhere away from the carnival, somewhere where we could be alone, and I could tell her how I really felt. That I felt a need to protect her. I didn't want to let anyone else hurt her ever again. But it all went terribly wrong.
Because you lost it when she told you to get out of her life.
That was the night your father...
No, I will not listen to any more of this garbage!
Yes. You have to. You have to. Camille, this is what we've been after for weeks. Okay? I've broken my neck trying to get to the bottom of this. I even went to Pigeon Hollow for you. Now, the least you can do for me is hear him out. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how bad it gets.
How can you expect me to sit there and listen to this crap he's spewing? My father adored my mother. He worshipped the ground she walked on.
How would you know?
What?
How would you know? How could you know? You said yourself you were being raised by your aunt hundreds of miles away. You didn't know your father.
I know because I have his letter. I know it was his dying wish that I avenge what he did to my mother.
Camille, your loyalty to your father is commendable, but it's misguided. So was Joy's. I tried to tell her that, explain that last night we were together, but she wouldn't listen.
So you killed her?
No, I tried to help her.
How? What happened?
You know what happened. You saw his letter.
That letter was your father's version of the story.
It was not
now I just want to hear Adam's. Go on.
All right. But if I tell you, Camille, you must swear never to tell your father.
My father's dead. He died over a year ago.
Good. I hope he rots in hell.
Oh, that's just.
How could you say that?
Help a lot.
My father was a good man.
You barely even knew your father, and in the meantime, you think you could take it easy. Go on. What happened that night?
It was Joy's birthday.
Oh, Adam. It's the most beautiful thing anyone's ever given me.
Well, then it's appropriate.
Oh.
Because you're the most beautiful woman I ever met.
But I can't keep it.
Why not?
Lee would wonder where it came from.
Well, just tell him you bought it for yourself.
He knows I don't have that kind of money.
Joy, there's another reason I asked you to meet me here tonight.
What's that?
Joy, I want to take you away from here. He doesn't deserve you.
Don't say that. Lee loves me.
He doesn't love you. He treats you like a dog. Treats you like something he can hold under his thumb and whip when it doesn't behave.
No, it's not like that.
Joy, he beats you. You gotta save yourself before something terrible happens.
Adam, you don't understand. Lee is my husband. I made a sacred vow when I married him. He would never really hurt me.
He hurts you every day. Just look at your bruises. Joy, honey, I love you. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take you away from here so you won't have to worry about the next time he loses his temper and takes it out on you. You'll end up in a hospital or worse. Joy, I know I don't have much to offer you right now. But I swear someday I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna give you everything you ever wanted.
I have everything I want.
You have nothing but a husband who hates women. Joy, I want to take you away where he'll never be able to find us.
No. There's something very precious that I left with my sister. And if I went With you.
What? What would happen?
No, I can't. I can't.
She was talking about you. She was afraid if she ran away with me, Lee would fix it so she'd never see you again.
Well, thanks to you, I never did see her again.
How can I make you believe me? I didn't do it. Can I take a polygraph test? Would that prove it?
Oh, please, you just figure out a way to
Okay,
fake the
let's
test.
just finish this, all right? Please? Go on, what happened that night?
Unbeknownst to me and Joy, Lee had followed us that night. He was waiting in the bushes outside the door when we left. He didn't have the guts to confront me. He waited to get Joy alone. But he wasn't satisfied with a slap in the face or a punch in the ribs. He picked up that heavy walking stick and he beat her within an inch of her life. I was watching the house. I saw him leave. And then I found her, exactly as he'd left her, bleeding and semi-conscious. He had left her there to die. We realized we needed a plan. So my brother helped me, my brother Stuart. If you don't believe me, ask Stuart. Tad will tell you, Stuart never lies. We realized that the only way we could save your mother's life was to end it. Excuse the mess. I wasn't expecting company.
Oh, well, if this is inconvenient, I could...
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm really glad that you... Well, I mean, can I take your coat?
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you.
Feeling better now?
I'm feeling a little better. I just really needed some fresh air, you know?
Good. Well, just here, we'll get you a seat. Here, just... Would you rather lie down on my bed? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be...
Oh, no, well, you didn't. You weren't.
Good. Well, here. Make yourself comfy.
Oh, thank you.
Here you go.
It's a nice chair.
Yeah, it's really...
Thank you.
Put your feet up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good. That's good. Would you like me to make you some tea? I only have orange pekoe, but I have real cinnamon sticks. Did I say something wrong?
No, not at all. It's just... Well, I can't remember when the last time a man offered to make me a cup of tea.
Oh, I forgot. You like martinis. I don't have any liquor. And the liquor stores are closed. I can get some from Adam's place.
No, please. Tea would be really lovely. Of course, if you'll join me.
Well, yes, I'd love to. First, I want to make sure, are you warm enough? I keep the thermostat turned down. It saves me on my electric bill.
No, I'm fine.
Still, I'd feel better if you were covered up. Here we go. See? It's your footsies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tuck.
I'm being tucked, am I? Thank you.
Is that better?
As much.
You sure you're warm enough?
Warm enough for what?
Stuart, are you up? It's Liza. Your light's on. Stuart.
Hi.
Hi.
What?
Well, I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Ah! Mother, what are you doing here? Are you spending the night here?
Of course not. No. Stuart very kindly invited me in.
She was upset, Liza.
Did you get evicted from the Valley Inn?
Did they accuse you of illegal solicitation in the bar, Mother?
How dare you speak to me like that, Liza?
It was my idea.
Oh, I very much doubt that. Are you up to your old tricks, Mother?
Now that's enough right now.
I think I'll go for a walk and look at the stars.
Wait, come. When you come back, I want to talk to you after I settle this, okay?
Yeah, sure.
I am very fond of Stuart, Mother. He is a sweet, kind, and gentle man, and I will not let you use him just to satisfy this voracious libido of yours.
That is not what I'm doing, Liza.
Mother, the only reason that you slept with him was because you thought he was Adam. And then when he found out, Stuart was so upset.
How do you know he was
Because
upset?
he told me, Mother, he told me. And now, just because you have this attack of raging hormones, you show up on his doorstep, and then you want some roll in the hay with him.
That's not true. He brought me back here because I was upset. I almost fainted at the gallery.
Mother, that's just a ploy. You don't care about Stuart. You're a praying mantis who eats her mate after sex.
Of course I care about Stuart, and that's a terrible thing to say to me, Liza. He's the kindest and he's the most considerate man I've ever met in my entire life. And he is worth 10 Adam Chandlers.
Then you want him? You really want him?
Yes. I want him so bad. I can taste it.
So you did kill my mother. He just admitted
No,
it.
that's not what I meant.
That is what you said.
When you were gaslighting me, how did you know about the pine coffin?
My father saw her in it right before she was buried.
Yes, but she was never really buried.
What?
Because she was never really dead.
Adam, I went to Pigeon Hollow. I saw the medical records. There was an autopsy. Joy Hawkins died of internal injuries.
Yes, the doctor wrote into the report what we asked him to write into the report. To rescue her from Lee.
What? This is a total fraud.
The doctor that signed off on the
Doctor who saved her life that night. Yes, because she would have died without medical help. We knew the next time she wasn't going to be so lucky. So, we found Lee in a bar. We brought him and showed him Joy's body in the pine coffin. We told him the police were on their way to arrest him. He disappeared that night, and to my knowledge, never came back.
All right, okay, so what happened to Joy?
Stuart and I got together what money we could and gave it to Joy. She left Pigeon Hollow that night for good. We filled the casket with sand and buried it. We could never tell anyone that Joy was still alive. Not even her sister, your Aunt Lola. No, because we were afraid Lee would find out and come after her. Camille, I didn't kill your mother. I loved her.
That's not true. If my mother was alive, she would have sent for me.
She couldn't. She would have forfeited her life if she had. She knew you were in good hands with your Aunt Lola, and she knew that Lee was in touch with her.
Aunt Lois never would have told my father if she thought my mama was in any danger.
You can't be sure of that. But we're missing the point here. The point is your mother may still be alive.
And if she doesn't know your father's dead, she may still be hiding someplace.
Exactly. We have to do everything we can to find her.
Stop torturing me. You're just desperate because I found you out, and so now you're covering it up with more lies.
I understand. You're so filled with hate for me right now that you can't see past that. But I swear to you, everything I've said tonight is God's truth.
You bought that, didn't you? Did you?
Camille, I've seen Adam lie 1,000 times. Tonight he wasn't. In my opinion.
Why am I not surprised?
Look, I would think you'd feel better. If there's even the smallest chance that your mother's alive, don't you want to try and find her? I'd be glad to help you.
If you believe him, then you don't believe me.
It's not that I don't believe you. I just don't want the last word to be your father's letter.
He wrote that letter when he was dying. Why would he possibly make up some story?
Because the last thing in the world he would want you to know is that he was responsible for killing your mother.
Because he didn't. I can't stay here anymore. I'm gonna get my stuff together and then I'll get out of your way.
Is it okay to come in now?
Enter at your own risk.
Huh?
Nothing.
I picked these for you from the garden. I love the way lilacs smell.
Oh,
don't you?
Stuart, that's so sweet of you. Thank
Mother
you.
asked me to take her home.
I
Stuart.
what?
Let's go, Mother.
I didn't ask you to take me home.
And just so you know, my mother is allergic to flowers.
I'm not
Stuart.
allergic to flowers.
Mother, shut up.
Liza, I don't want...
Please, stop arguing with me.
Stuart!